back to Slime Boy. Let me try to go back 2 seasons because I hop from one series to another. So sometimes, things get lost in my brain because I'm watching so many things at once. By the way, Vinland Saga was awesome. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. So is Spice and Wolf for watching it now on Fridays. Alright, Slime Boy. Slime Boy was Japanese salary man with an elf fetish. Enough said. Ended up getting stabbed and isekai'd because why not? Turned into a slime, as you do, in a cave, as you do, and ended up finding a legendary dragon in the cave. A little bit like Pokemon Red and Blue, where Mewtwo is, funnily enough. But, yeah. So ended up finding the giant dragon that was there, ended up making friends with the giant dragon, and then ate the dragon because he's a slime. As you do. Then he left the cave, as you do, into the forest, as you do, and met a bunch of goblins, right? But the goblins were really weak, so he was like, alright, I'll look after you. So he became leader of the goblins. But then the goblins were getting attacked by a bunch of wolves. And so the Slime Boy took out the wolves using cunning and traps. And then Slime Boy adopted the wolves, because why not? Like, you've got wolves, you've got goblins, good shit. And then Slime Boy, I think, named the goblins, and then they became hobgoblins. So now the hobgoblins are running around, and the wolves also got named. So the wolves became something else. I forget what it is, but so far so good. And then something happened. See, this is where my memory starts playing tricks on me. He either went into town to try to improve trade and made friends with the dwarves because they had titty bars and hostess bars with elf girls. So obviously, Slime Boy ended up there. And then ended up helping a dwarf blacksmith. They got kicked out of town, so he adopted him. So now he's got hobgoblins, wolves, and dwarves, right? And so he brought the dwarves back, and the dwarves started building shit. But then while he was building shit, he found a human girl, so he adopted her as well. But she was dying, so he ate her, as he does, because he's a slime boy. And then he took the form of a girl that looks like a boy, but it could be a girl, but it might be a boy, but it doesn't have genitalia either way, so we don't know. So now we've got the humans, we've got the dwarf, we've got the hobgoblins, we've got the wolves. Then something happened, I forgot what. He either went into the local city because of the human girl to babysit some children at a school, or he got involved with some lizard people because, I don't know, the lizard people needed help with some shit. I don't actually remember. I wasn't really paying too much attention to the lizard people because of that really annoying lizard guy. So I think he ended up helping the lizard people take care of some really, really angry, hungry pig people. And so Slime Boy took care of the pig person by eating him, as he does. And then he got powered up because he ate a very strong pig person. But then he also ended up adopting the lizard people because he adopts everybody. But he also adopted the pig people. So now he's got the hobgoblins, the wolf, the human girl that he ate, the dwarves that he adopted, the pig people that he adopted, and also the lizard people. So his little village hidden in the leaves ended up becoming a major capital city, attracting the attention of frickin' everybody. And then somehow those clown people got involved, right? And so that clown person tricked another person that was like a lieutenant of some other demon lord to turn into a giant moth monster. And then somehow this other demon girl that's always half naked ended up there. And then he made friends with her somehow because why not? And then she helped him kill the giant moth thing, I think, or he ate it, I don't actually remember. And then somehow the church was involved because why not? So the church is apparently also involved. And then there were some human people involved as well that were very unfriendly, that didn't like this village because they were racist. I think they were xenophobic or something. Anyway, I don't know. So they wanted to attack the village, so Slime Boy was defending the village or something. And then something happened, which I don't remember. And then Slime Boy went slug mode and killed a few thousand people. And then he ate him, because that's kind of his thing. And then he became an actual demon lord. Oh, and then somehow along the way he ended up adopting a few demons, or summoned a few demons, and then adopted a few demons. And then either before or after that, he went back to the school to the children. They were probably so OP that they were gonna, explode. Because, I don't know, their bodies couldn't take the power. So he ended up, I don't know, taking the children to the fairy kingdom. Has anyone actually seen A Midsummer's Night Dream? You know, that Shakespearean play? Anyway, so they ended up in the Midsummer's Night Dream, and they found one of the fairy demon lords that nobody takes seriously because she's small, stupid, and weak. And then he somehow made friends with her, killed a bunch of her guards and golems and machines and whatnot, and then replaced them with like a demon that he summoned because, he can. And then he got a bunch of spirits to go into the bodies of the little children. And now the little children apparently aren't going to die anymore because they have old people inside them. So, you know, it is what it is. And then that finished. And then I think he went back to his village that was going to be under attack by another country. Because now his village is so big that it's basically a country. So, you know, it's like the Leaf Village in Naruto. It's now basically a country. So as you do, it got attacked by another country that's in the middle of, you know, nowhere, the Animal Kingdom. And so the Animal Kingdom attacked, not to be confused with the Fire Nation, but anyway, the Animal Kingdom attacked, but apparently it wasn't the Animal Kingdom because the Animal Kingdom wanted to be friends with some shit, so he made friends with some furries, and that happened, but someone was being controlled by somebody that was being tricked by somebody else that was basically Dio, that was controlling the clown people. And so a kingdom attacked his kingdom that was also attacking the animal kingdom. So he adopted the animals. And then he fought against that kingdom that was being used by the clown people. And then they won because Slime Boy. Oh yeah, he also adopted a bunch of demon people. I forgot about that. One of them's a really bad cook with big titties. And another one's this really old guy. He's basically Virgil but old. But he's cool. And then that also happened. And then what was he doing after that? Oh, he made even better friends with the Dwarf Kingdom, because why not? And he revisited the Hostess Club, because as you do. And then he took a bunch of the young hobgoblins to the Hostess Club, because, you know, he wanted to be a slime bro. So he took the young ones to the Hostess Club, and then they got really drunk. And then one of the hobgoblins ended up snitching, and so the girls were mad at him, you know. So, like, that happened. Snitches get stitches. And then, oh yeah, and then his demon lord friend started attacking, and he's like, what the hell's going on here? And then they called like a meeting with all the demon lords, and then his friend Dragon, whose name I forgot, was like, I want to join too. And then he took a human form or something, because he got digested by Slime Boy that broke the spell that was keeping him captive, because Slime Boy OP. Did I mention Slime Boy became a demon lord? Yeah, he also became a demon lord. So he got invited to the demon lord meeting, right? Which is basically like ReZero, but with demon lords instead of witches. So he ended up going to the demon lord meeting with all these other demon lords, and they did what demon lords do, which was just bitch and complain for a while. And then Dio was there, and as Dio does, he tries to fuck shit up. And then he ended up challenging Slime Boy to a duel. But as Dio always does, he cheated, so he had extra people on his team. And he also had, like, the Demon Lord girl, which was supposed to be the strongest Demon Lord. So Slime Boy had to fight the Demon Lord girl, while other people had to fight Dio and a bunch of other demon people. But of course Slime Boy's team won because they're OP, and Dio cheated, but then Slime Boy did like an Uno reverse card, and it turned out that Demon Lord girl wasn't actually under the influence of Dio, but she was actually trolling Dio because she was bored. So that happened, and then Slime Boy started beating the living shit out of Dio, and then Dio died, you know, again. And so now he's going to get reincarnated in another anime, because every time Dio dies in an anime, he gets reincarnated in another anime. He's literally everywhere. He's like an STD. He's in Kaguya Love is War. He's in That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. He's in JoJo. He's freaking everywhere. Like, I swear it's canon. Every time Dio dies, he gets reincarnated and goes into another anime. He literally gets isekai'd into an anime. He's fucking everywhere. I'm struggling to imagine an anime where Dio isn't. He just is. He's like a constant at this point. So I think that more or less covers the story of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I mean, granted, I probably got it out of order, and a lot of the villains ended up dying anyway, so I don't think they're that important, neither are their names. But I think I got the gist of it. Slime Boy's basically Jesus. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, a bunch of people died, and then Slime Boy just resurrected them, because Slime Boy's Jesus. Slime Boy's literally Jesus at this point. Like, he had a white robe and everything. He was basically Jesus. So yeah, that's Slime Boy in a nutshell. Did I miss anything? I think I got everything. He basically adopted everyone. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. Alright, so I guess now we watch the Slime movie?
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.